Hello everyone, and welcome to the stream tonight. Hope you are having a good day. I'm doing fine. Dr. Morg, I saw, resubbed for 13 months. Thank you so much for that. It is Prime sub, I believe. Yeah, it is, yeah. Alright, and I have been talking with him on Discord, like text Discord. And for some reason, the version of the files I've been giving him look differently on his computer than they do mine. I have no idea exactly why, but yeah. So I'm in voice chat with him now, so go ahead, explain your case if you wish. I don't understand. Are you there? I don't hear you. I don't see him saying anything, so maybe he stepped away. Oh, he logged back. Disconnect, reconnect. He'll figure it out here in a minute. Voice isn't working. Aw. Alright. Well, I'm currently in the single player that I've been doing my creative building in. I wanted to get some more little islands built up. I want to create one, thinking maybe back here, because that will kind of be, well, because like the screenshot I'm planning to be kind of from up here. So on the sides are going to be somewhat prominent. Maybe the center isn't going to be so because it's kind of far away. And like the text of the packer is going to be in the middle there. So maybe on the right hand side we could set up create island, and then on the left there we could do like a machine something or other. Yeah, so let's do this. Can we get, I've got the rope bridge end. Boop. We get the middle. Okay. And then we will go here. Actually, this is easier here this way. Using Quark. Alright, and then over here, that's not the top. There we go. Let's kind of make this long and skinny, maybe.
Hello.
Hello, I hear you now.
Oh, well, let's see if the multi-MC thing works now.
Yeah, because if we're getting different values for the MD5 when we hash them, that means we have different versions of the file. and I don't know if like me uploading it or you downloading it was the problem.
So server is on 6, right?
Yes. The biggest change, other than versioning of some of the mods, is the 0.2.7 I added in game stages so that we could get some more starting inventory stuff done through Cube.js.
Okay.
But that was it, really.
Same thing. Fails to extract.
I mean, if you wanted to, you could just download them all from
the server,
but that's not going to be the most enjoyable to sit through.
No, definitely not. Well, I passed all my classes, so...
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Were any of them, like, nail-biters, or was it once you kind of got it?
There was one that was pretty close. No, because, like, I mean, microcomputers, that was pretty easy, you know? And then, circuits, that was fairly easy. Devices was a little hard. And then electromechanical was... that was my close one. That was the one that I was like, I don't know about this one.
Yeah, those are all classes that I didn't take because my major is computer science.
Well, no. You might have took microcomputer, because we had a bunch of computer engineers in there.
I mean, it might have been called something different at my college. Like we had, it might like operating systems or there's.
Well, this is like they have their own version of like an Arduino board, and basically you're just programming that, but instead of doing it in the Arduino, which is whatever language, you're doing it in C.
I guess the closest was probably the operating systems class I had, because we using, I forget the program. It was one of those circuit simulator programs that we built from the logic gates all the way. Like we built a CPU from logic gates. And then we also wrote a compiler.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of like a combination of logic design with like micro, but obviously more focused towards the coding than the physical.
Yeah.
Okay.
We want...
So now I do have a version 0.1.1. What is difference in that?
0.1.1? I mean, that's an old version.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying, are the mods the same? No, they've definitely been updated since then.
Yeah.
You know, we'll just have to, like... Well...
And so when you downloaded them both from Discord and my Google Drive, they had the exact same functionality for you.
Yeah. So like when I pull it over to multi-MC, like you know, either one, it'll say import from the zip. I hit OK, and it'll act like it's extracting, and then it'll say failed to extract mod pack. Now I don't know, that could be a setting I have in multi-MC, because you don't actually have the mods there. It's like the link to download the mods, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So
like, because I built the pack, the export version using the CurseForge launcher, because I know that it puts in that the manifest file or whatever that has the exact file numbers and versions and stuff from CurseForge that it downloads. So there might be a setting in MultiMC that you have differently than mine that affects that.
Yeah, let's see. Where are settings in MultiMC? Oh, settings right there at the top. Okay, external tools. No. Java, no. Language, no. Custom commands.
Oh, there, I'm like, where's
the only thing I can think of? Do you have something in external tools?
Let's see. No.
Because like when I go to Minecraft, I got my settings for that. Java is the memory, which is done. Java path, yeah, whatever. Language done. Custom commands, there's nothing in there. Proxy, it's set to none. External link, none, and then obviously my account, and then MultiMC key instead of your own key. I guess I can open up CurseForge. Really don't like the Overwolf having to be on there too.
Yeah, I don't know. But
I mean, it's fine. I can upload it to CurseForge.
If you send me the file back, let me see if I can import it.
Okay. Let me send you the 6, because that's the one I think I sent you.
Oh, well, the one that I sent you was for 2.7.
The 7?
Yeah.
Wait, okay, is that the one you want? The new set?
Yeah, because that was the one that I checked. I'll check 2.6 real quick. Have it right here. I have to go to the web page. Where do you go?
Oh, well, apparently I've never really opened up CurseForge.
Let's see. Yeah. I have the same one for 2.6 as you.
Yep.
So if I download that one, and then I come to MultiMC, and I say, add instance, import from zip.
So 2.6 should work then.
This one, open.
The number you sent me for the hash, was that 2.6 or 2.7?
The first one I did was 2.7. The one I just did was 2.6.
Right. Okay, and 2.6 matches. Okay.
Yeah.
So
check your 2.7, and it should be that CB8B3 whatever.
You know, let me just delete MultiMC, re-download MultiMC, because I don't like CurseForge. Or the new CurseForge, or Overwolf.
Yeah, it extracted for me. If I open the folder, I see all the mods. It downloaded them all properly. And that's from the zip that you sent back to me.
Okay. I'm just gonna remove MultiMC completely because I don't have anything on there right now anyways.
Alright, windmill bearing. Do you need a block to serve as the center block? I've never actually built a windmill in Create.
Non-creative.
Well, in Create.
You could go like as far as you want. I think.
1, 2, 3, 4,
dude, I haven't even been keeping up with anything related to Minecraft or mods. Yeah.
Well, it gets a point where like you have to realize what's more important for my life and my family and my career.
Well, there's that. That's a thing too. But
yeah.
No, I haven't been at all.
I want to know, is this going to go the way that I'm expecting it to?
Oh.
Or is it going to spin the other way? Alright. It's spinning the wrong way!
Well, I was gonna ask actually, did you want to reset the world and start like an actual playthrough? We don't have to do it today.
Yeah,
we could do it tomorrow,
so,
depending if I get it going.
So what I wanted to do for this week, because like I mentioned in my stream.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. I've got family issues going on this week, so that my schedule isn't as reliable as otherwise would be. And so very unlikely I'll be able to do a stream tomorrow. Wednesday is iffy. Saturday is probably okay again.
I might not be on Saturday. Might have friends coming in town. So if we do, then I probably won't be on Saturday, which is fine. So we could just continue some development, and then maybe next Monday start with a fresh load, like a full playthrough, non-creative, anything, and just see if we run into bugs.
Yeah, and so that's what I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to try and get like the pack art and all the other little things done and ready, so that we can like either post the pack on the Discord for a private beta, or put it up on CurseForge for a public beta.
I mean, if possible, I'd like to. How many gigs should I give this one? 6?
Yeah.
8?
I mean, as far as a client?
Let's go with 8. Why not?
Yeah. As a server, I mean, you've got your server set at 6, and that's been working fine.
Yeah.
My client, I think I have it at 9 or 10 or something from when I was doing PO3, and I haven't downgraded it back since then.
Yeah, I'd like to give it to some streamers if possible. Some people we know, if they want to do testing on it, just to give some feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah, it still says same thing. Fails to extract. Weird.
Huh. Is there like an antivirus issue or something, maybe?
I mean, could be. Let me quit Avast. Let's see.
No, it's at least spinning the right way.
How did I do this before? There's a way to like disable it for like the next like 5 minutes. Because I had to do this running MP Lab, which was our like compiler for our micro class.
Wait, isn't there a single block version that speeds up?
Yeah, there's the create add-on one, right?
Adjustable chain gear shift, I think, is what I wanted. And then it was Alt W.
Oh, okay, there we go. Disable for 10 minutes, 1 hour, till computers restarted or permanently. 10 minutes.
Oh, that's not what I was wanting.
That's what it is, dude.
It was an antivirus thing?
Uh-huh.
Ah.
Probably add that to exceptions or somehow. I don't know. Yeah.
The gear shift. Oh, and then redstone reverses it. That's not what I want. I mean, that's useful, but that's not what I'm looking at. I guess we could do this. Oop. Alright, and then get a lever.
Do I remember my Minecraft password? I do. Wow. That's amazing. Okay, well it extracted. So that's a positive. Dude, I haven't even signed into the server. Like in months.
What was the deal with this thing again? Hang on. Unpowered behaves like normal. You power it. The speed transmitted to others in the row is doubled. I mean, I guess it is, but maybe I'm just really slow with this.
You already have me opt.
I think it's still opt. That's what I mean.
Oh, because you never actually deleted the server. You just changed the files, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I honestly haven't even watched any Minecraft Let's Plays or like I literally have been out of the loop for 2 months coming, or however long it's been. I don't know. Have you been looking at new mods or anything? Or have you seen any?
There's a few that I kind of looked at. I added in, the Tinkers updated, and I added that in.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. I added pipes in, and I gated it.
Pipes.
Yeah, spelled with a Z.
I don't think I know that one.
So it's an easy way, and then they have the universal pipe, which is like the other four combined into one kind of thing. So
okay. So is it power and fluid and gas, or?
Yeah, so items, fluid, energy, and gas.
Oh, perfect. And do they fit? Are they like what do you call it, Ender IO pipes?
I don't know
Or-
if you can do multiple types in the same block without using the universal ones. But the universal one will do all 4 types.
Oh, okay, cool. In one single. Oh, neat.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can't put more than one in the same block space as the others, so you will need the universal one.
Oh, okay. Now, off that universal, can you tap power and gas, or is it like?
Well, they don't connect.
You know what I
each
mean,
other,
right?
but,
Like,
yeah.
Like, can you have energy, gas, and
So
water being inputted in
this.
one area and then extracted in 3 separate areas? Is that how that can work, or options?
Hammer.
Sound.
That's the wrong hammer. Come on. Oh, I think there's... You need the wrench to... Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really messed with them.
Okay. That's fine.
The energy pipes aren't working with this. Creative capacitors. Oh, you have to shift click on the thing. Okay, yeah, okay, so that is working there. Now if I get the universal one again, and shift click there. Alright, so that's coming out, and then let's say I need a chest. And we fill it full of...
Oh, well, that's good. It connects automatically. Fill it full of energy.
Yeah, alright. Okay, yeah, so items and energy are both going through the middle pipe there, yeah, so...
Oh, okay. Sweet. We should test that and make sure it doesn't crash with gases, because a mechanism always, like, or people when they make add-ons for mechanism.
Yeah, like, the gas one isn't... It's not like it's an afterthought. It was like, it's just part of the thing.
Okay.
So, it seems like it was kind of designed to work that way, but yeah, we can try. Let's get a chemical tank. We will get an oxygen that is infinite, and then we will get an empty basic. Alright, that one. Output on the front, auto eject. On.
Wait, you're not on the server, are you?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay, because I'm on the server right now. I jumped on the server and I was like, wait, where are you?
Yeah.
I'm in, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, there's the Tinker's Constructs. Yes.
Yeah, so there's gas going through.
That same world? Wow.
All that stuff. Yeah, and like there's so many of the things, like I do want your feedback. I know it's like if I just went through everything I would forget stuff and you'd be overwhelmed.
I know, I'm sorry, man.
Well, and like take your time,
I feel
look
bad
around,
because well, I feel bad because I was
get a quest book and look through the quests.
Okay. Oh, what's this letter I got in my I gotta remember the buttons. Thank you.
The letter is it was 6 million downloads for this mod or whatever.
Yeah.
I think you get a free cake, I think.
Let's look at materials and you. Oh wow, they
Oh, the cool
tier
thing
1
is
materials.
there's still the manulin, but there's no ardite
So how do you make manulin?
with ancient debris.
Wait, well, why do I have no? Is it Shift O to disable, enable? The JEI.
I don't know. I have had
JEI
that.
is
Like,
disabled.
I've had that issue too. But if I don't know what it is. But if I open the pack and get on the server, sometimes it does that. Whenever it does that, the way I would fix it is I would disconnect from the server, open up a single player world, and JEI is there. Close, exit the single player world, and then back on the server, and then JEI is there on the server. So I don't know if there's anything without disconnecting you could do, but that's the way I did it.
Yeah. Oh, it's Control O, not Shift O.
Oh, okay.
Control O. Yeah, you could try it now, and you can see.
Control O.
Yeah. No.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's weird, though. Is that a server issue then?
I don't know, but it didn't do it for you, or it did work.
No, it didn't work. I'm gonna have to try what you were saying. I'm just looking around. I was gonna look up the manulin, but I guess I could just ask you what. So.
Yeah. So molten manulin. Oh, come on! I don't need a bucket. I want the recipe. Is molten cobalt. So 3 ingots of cobalt and then 1 ingot of molten debris. So the ratio's adjusted slightly, but it doesn't use ardite. It uses the molten debris, which is the ancient debris or the netherite scraps.
Okay, that's cool. I actually like that recipe better.
Yeah. And I like netherite isn't hard to get in this pack, but I am seriously considering about gating a lot of stuff behind it.
Well,
because
with game stages, we could do that to where it's just not until you unlock a certain stage then you can do netherite stuff.
I know. I kind of wanted to do it without actually having the game stages, and like the reason it's in is so that we can have the starting inventory set up properly, so that we can specify.
Well, Cubes actually does that too, and I didn't know that until because that's why I added it.
Cubes uses game stages to make it work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and if you look at the documentation online for that particular feature, it's basically says in parentheses or something that game stages is required for this. Because what it does is it says, okay, on the player logging onto a server event, which also happens when you even if it's a local server for a single player, like the single player version of the server. The event fires, and so it will say, hey, does this player have this particular game stage yet? If not, give them these items and then give them this game stage. That's the way the starting inventory works. So there's some books that you get just because the mod gives them to you.
Like materials and
And then, so I added in that you get the quest book and you get the meta pet So the inventory pet, that if you right-click it, it picks a random other inventory pet and turns into that one. So it's essentially you get a free inventory pet that's random.
Well, I thought I added Akasha Tome. Did I not?
It's there. It should be.
Because that should be on there.
Oh, like a free one, or?
Yeah, because that's the like one book to
The
put them all
to
into
rule
one.
them all?
Yeah, I actually just watched all the Lord of the Rings because I got HBO Max just because I wanted to watch the Snyder cut of the Justice League, which was amazing, by the way. And I've been looking at what else is on there. I wanted to watch the Mortal Kombat too, so I was like, okay, I'll get HBO Max just to watch Mortal Kombat and Justice League. And then I saw the Lord of the Rings, all 3 extended cuts, so I was like, well, while we're here.
Is there... I know this has a lot of, like, stress unit capacity, the windmills, but the speed is, like, horrendously slow.
No, but there's those goggles, isn't there, that sees what you can see?
Yeah.
And...
Oh, that's not... Okay, now that... Okay, this is at least fast enough for what I was wanting. Let's do...
Oh, okay. I remember we were working on this last. The loot chest.
Oh, yeah, I did populate some things in there.
See that. Yeah, dude, I feel so out of the loop.
Oh, come on.
I feel bad because you've been working on it all by yourself.
Oh, it's fine. Like, I don't mind doing the pack building. Okay, it is going the right way for me here. Rushing. Boop and boop. Let's do the fan.
Okay. Oh yeah, I want to get a quest book, so I might have to disconnect, create a new world.
Oh, to make the... Yeah, to edit one, you have to do single player. You can't do it in...
No, I just want to look at the quest book. You told me to look at it.
Oh, you can't see it in your thing?
No, because I have no JEI. I hadn't fixed that yet.
Oh, well, can't you just give yourself one?
No, I have no JEI.
No, that's...
Like...
You don't have to. Like, run the command.
Oh, I'm already out. I'm creating a new world anyways.
Okay, well, fine. Whatever.
Thank you, though.
Well, it's a book and a string. That's all it is. Or you could, give Dr. Morg, MD, hardcore questing, quest book.
Oh, that's right. It's hardcore quests. I know we settled on that. Because Better Quest was not updated.
Yeah, the options are hardcore questing or
the
FTB.
FTB, yeah.
Okay,
which I'm surprised Better Questing hasn't updated. Oh well.
How can I squeeze this in? Because I want to connect this so the fan turns on, but like my gears are too close.
What's REI? Roughly enough items, but wow, it is not an add-on for a JEI. It is a complete replacement of JEI, but it does support JEI plugins apparently.
Okay. Let's get...
I was just looking at some updated mods. It's for Forge.
Pressure plate, and we'll do a funnel. Let's get a chest. Get a fancy chest, shall we? We'll do a crispy chest.
Okay, so I started with the house, the astral tome, materials in you, the Lexica Botania, and the one probe. And
but yeah, the game stages, like I said, the game stages isn't in the 2.6 version.
oh, okay.
Do I need...
Resource gathering. No, nice.
I think I can do a pedestal here. And then is there... Come on. Oh, that is not what I had in mind.
Are you on a version where you're editing the quest book right now?
No. Do you want me to be?
Well, I was just
I want that stupid thing back. Like, I forget there's a special way of putting these on. You have to like shift right click them on or something.
Because in the Lost Cities one, you said in order to get there, put some diamonds under your bed, and then surround them with skulls. Should we put diamond block instead of just diamonds? Like,
I mean,
I obviously, like, you and I would be like, okay, yeah, we know that, and I mean, I guess it's expert pack, so everyone should know.
Yeah,
but...
and like a Google search of how do I get to the Lost Cities will pull up the...
Fair enough. Let's see. What's that? Cobblegen tier 1.
Oh, come on.
2.
Can I not?
So you only have Cobblegen tier 1 on here? You don't have the...
Oh, for the
Cobblegen.
quests, I didn't...
Yeah.
I didn't want to make, like, a quest for every tier of thing or whatever.
Gotcha.
But, like, in order to get through the quest book, you have to make all the things, obviously. And if there's a quest for something that you're like, hey, why don't we have a quest for that? Very likely you have to use that to make a thing that there is a quest for.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I like that.
How do I get stupid pedestal thing off?
Tech progression. Oh, that's a filled page right there. So this takes you through create to immersive, to industrial, to pneumatic craft, to more industrial, to
if I
looks like thermal,
with an empty hand, it gets
thermal
it.
to mechanism. Nice.
Oh, that's right, offhand. You put it in your offhand. There you go. But it's not extracting the...
Dude, I like your magic progression page.
Yeah, like each page, I was trying to do like slightly different. Um,
But
let's see.
do you think we should split up tech into two separate ones, like a lower tech tier and an upper tech tier? Like keep all the quests exactly the same, keep the lines the same, but separate that way it like because when you look at magic progression, how like clean that looks, and then you look at tech, how it's just like
Yeah, well, I
blah energy.
started with like each main mod in the tech I had as a separate page, and then
Oh yeah, no,
that
yeah,
was
go ahead.
like the quest sets on the main page was like going down off a page, and I'm like, that's stupid. I want them all on the one page. Um, and so I purposefully put them all together on one page.
Yeah, I'm not saying like each one separate, just like basically take half of this and put it in another tier
Yeah.
or another, and then leave all the lines the same or all
Well,
the.
and if you look at the progression of them, like it
Mhm.
starts in the upper left hand at andesite alloy and kind of
Yep.
goes down on the first page to the pity machine frame. And then
Yep.
from that, it goes up over to the, I think that's the fluid extractor. And then kind of does the second page down as well. Like there might be a few things that aren't exactly that way, but like that's the kind of the flow of that page.
Right.
I mean, I think it's fine the way it is, but then
Okay.
again, I'm the one that made it, so I might be biased in that regard.
Storage is such a simple page.
Yeah, and
I love it, dude.
and like it has the iron chests and the iron barrels, the quantum storage, the modular storage, the storage scanner, and AE2 to make an ME system. There's 3 quests for an ME system, and like there's things that we could put
No.
on something like this that we didn't. Like there's no XNet quests, there's no logistics lasers quests. There's like a lot of that is we don't have the quest for, but like it's still useful. And like logistics lasers is going to be one of the earliest like sorting
No, yeah, I know, because
management
that gets
systems you can
annoying
get.
where they're like, okay, I want you to make a 1K drive now, make a 4K and a 16 and a 64, and it's like, dude, I'm going straight to 64. Okay, then make a 128, 250, and
Yeah.
it's just it gets annoying to make each stage like that. And then if you skip one, and it's like, oh, I got to go back and remake
Yeah.
all that.
Now also
No,
look at
I agree with you.
look at the recipes for the creative items. There's a few that were like there was a lot of tweaking from when we first set them up. But like the power progression, it starts from the creative motor in create and goes all the way to the power super cube thing. But like in order to craft the next step up, it's like a different thing you have to go do to craft it. I kind of liked how that worked out.
Okay.
And to go from the immersive creative capacitor to the mechanism cube, you need to make an empty cube, and then like using power in the energizing orb, like infuse the one capacitors into the empty cube to get the full cube.
Oh, the Energizer. Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
And you need 2 billion of the powers, like FEs. And it takes a while, actually. Even when like you creative spawn
be
a
able
whole
to-
bunch of nitro ones in, it still takes a long time.
We'll be able to tweak that, if needed when we do a full playthrough, like, and see like, oh, okay, this is way too grindy, or oh no, this is good, or whatever. for sure.
Come on.
Okay, back to the quest book. What else?
Can I get it out?
Maybe with the creative, like leave everything exactly the same, just spread them out a little bit. You know, that way the page doesn't look so empty.
Yeah.
Would you be okay with that?
Yeah,
Like just
and that's
down
the thing,
and
like,
then out a little bit.
or we could, combine a couple pages together. But like the different pages I have are kind of like, oh, here's a completely different section.
No,
So
I like the sections you
Yeah.
have. No, I just want to spread them out. Just because when you click on creative, it's just kind of like all compact and small. Just spread them out, and they look good.
Mhm.
Storage, storage. You know what we could do? Get rid of the chests, iron chests and barrels, and what was the and probably quantum storage, and then take modular storage, storage scanner, and AE, and split up half of like the later tier tech progression in, and then put storage and second half tech progression in one page, like tech 1 and tech 2 / storage, if you wanted.
Okay, sorry, say that again.
So you look at storage, right? In the quest book, get rid of iron chests, the barrels, the quantum storage quest, and then just keep the modular storage and AE, and then split up part of the tech progression and combine, like put the storage and half of tech progression together. Since storage is pretty small,
Yeah.
and that stuff is like AE is still considered tech.
Well, the other thing to keep in mind, like, we don't have any, like, the storage. It might be like a placeholder because I wanted to do like a farming / automation type quest line, but like I couldn't really think of it. Like we could say, oh, you have to make all the magic seeds or whatever. Or make all these different crops or make these different food items.
Yeah,
or whatever.
I do want to do a because I always like Pam's has all these different trees and you never use them. Like, but that's kind of an idea for a farming pack I've had, where it's just like basic tech and farming. So you got immersive and probably create and a few other like just small tech mods, and then just farming. But yeah, so no, dude, I like the quest book, man.
Want the copper? Where's the connector?
So you want to add storage, or it's a placeholder possibly for all the magic crops.
Haha! Look at that.
Nice. That might be too fast, dude. You might well put a tier 1 on there.
Well, I just needed to, like, the delay.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Is more the issue there. But we're getting gravel come out. Oh wait, no, I need the filter thing.
Okay.
Not attribute filter.
So what were you thinking for magic crops?
Oh, as far as quests, I don't know.
Yeah.
Come on, where's the? A brass funnel should let me put a thing on it. Why isn't it working? Is it on the front? Oh, it is on the front. Oh, there we go. That's not. How come you won't let me put you on? There we go. Okay, now it should be the diamonds and stuff coming in. Oh, we can have this unrendered.
For Mystical, do you want to do like the watering can? So we could just call it farming and have a few of the.
Well, I could be like make the furnaces, make the dirts, make the
right. That's what I was thinking. So we'll do the 5 or the 6 furnaces, the 6 dirt.
Grab an Insanium farmland and put it in a botany pot.
Did you tweak it? Because I was gonna do that. Because like default, it didn't do anything, and I was like, well, no, we definitely get it.
It like default did speed it up. It just isn't ridiculously sped up. But I ridiculously sped it up.
No, I mean I've seen it, but it was like barely sped up at all, and I was like, no, we definitely gotta. Okay, spell chest. Let's see. You know what? Let's do wheat. Why not? So chest, pot, soil, seed. Boom. Done.
You see how fast it is?
Mm-hmm. Now let's try. Oh, what? Let's throw in a silicone seed. Why not? I mean,
it is faster.
I know, but do you want it to be faster?
I mean, honestly, the way that it's tweaked, you can't really make it too much faster.
Right now it's 5 seconds per. I mean, if it was 3 seconds, no.
Well, like I get that. Let's see.
I wonder how much lag you'll run into if. Well, how about this? Leave it at 5, and when we do a full playthrough, we'll see the lag. If we have a whole room full of these, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we'll see if 5 seconds might even be too fast. We might even have to slow it down if you got a full room full of them. So I'd say it's good for now.
All right, so let me get my thing here. All right. So here's the data pack file for the Insanium farmland. Its growth modifier is a 0 to 1, and it's already at 0.95. So the way to make certain seeds faster is to make the growth time for those particular seeds shorter. because it's already doing it only takes 5% of the time that the regular dirt would take.
Right. So if you put that at 0.097, then it'll be 3 seconds. Because right now it's 5 seconds.
Yeah. But if I go and I get like the Supremium, it's at 0.8. And so like I wanted it to go from like the regular to the Insanium and have like a gradual spread. And so it's a 0.15 difference between each of the layers.
Okay.
And honestly, like, you can just make more pots.
Yeah.
And so if you need like a whole bunch of a certain material, just make a whole bunch of pots.
True. Plus, you could also put Insanium on the actual ground.
Yeah.
And have either Industrial Foregoing or Create has the little farmer thing.
Oh, I need a chest. The pot is faster, but we don't have the growth things under there either.
Well, it's not even that. Can it grow there? There's that. There's
shouldn't that be a thing? I mean,
well, there's the watering can or the sprinklers. Are there sprinklers? Do we have anything with sprinklers?
I think Cyclic has some, doesn't it?
Mm-mm.
No?
They used to. Unless they don't call up that.
I guess not. Oh, the other thing is I do have the twerking turned up pretty high, so like if you just run sprint past your plants, they'll grow faster.
Yeah, you did that one a while back.
Yeah. And I added more blocks to the blacklist for that.
Mm-hmm.
Because it bugged me that like if you go to the end, occasionally you'll get the little things, but like once it starts, it like just keeps going, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So like those ones I added to the list. The Undergarden ones I added to the list. And then I think I added some of the Nether ones too. Can't remember. And I actually removed botany pots from the list.
Oh, that makes sense. Wait, so you can twerk it while it's in the botany pot?
Oh, yeah. And it occasionally will, like, skip time on it. I mean, in theory it does. I don't know how. Like, you get bone meal. You can right-click the plant. Like, if you right-click the pot, it'll color the pot. But you can bone meal the plant in the pot.
Yeah.
Which doesn't actually work for the mystical agriculture seeds and bone meal, but that does in the pot, so.
Okay. And then we still have that, yes, tiny mob farm.
Yes.
Thing is so sweet.
Yeah, so there's some of those I left in, but I didn't mention them in the quest book at all. And like, we could add a quest book for, hey, make each of the layers of the tiny mob farm.
Oh, we should,
up to the maximum one is quite a chore.
Well, yeah, we should add that, and also mob grinding util stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have an entity spawner. What is that? Can spawn mobs in a 3x3x1 area. Use mob egg at top slot. Fueled by solid XP. Jelly babies.
Oh yeah, that XP jelly baby thing is pretty cool. Like you can.
Okay.
So it's kind of like
Definitely
the
gonna wanna
Actually
check that out.
Edition's solidified XP thing. Like it works in a similar way once you get it set up. That you give it liquid XP and it solidifies it into the baby version, and then you can like eat them to get experience, and you can use them for different crafts and stuff too.
Okay. I like it.
All right. I think this is okay for. Oh yeah, look, we've got coal, diamonds, emeralds, everything. Oh, so there's a few things I do want your opinion on. Look at the recipe for the crystalline ingot and tell me if you approve or not.
Well, I saw
there is a slight subtle change to from the default.
By the way, you have both recipes in there.
It's not supposed
It's
to be.
cycling between. Yeah, I know. I'm just letting you know. It's cycling between Nether Star and Dark Nether Star.
No, not that one. That's not the tweak. Look at the diamonds in the lapis.
Oh, pristine diamonds.
Yeah.
So to do that, you take a geode.
Yeah, and you have to crack it open on the bench. But then I also made it so that if you crush it through the create crushing wheels, you can so it'll be easier to automate that way. But it is a lower rate that you would get.
Right. So
and
how
you
do
don't
you
get all the nuggets and stuff.
Fire Earth Gem. Okay, and yeah, I never checked out Elemental Craft really at all. So, okay, those drop from Silverfish. Ooh,
that recipe's a bit of a red herring. The Elemental Craft way of getting the geodes, because I don't think it actually works.
Okay.
Because when I tried it, it didn't work. So I think I actually have to remove that. But the way.
So how do you get them then?
You could either get them by quarrying the other dimensions in the natural spawn for the mining, but I added them as a drop to the crystal miners from environmental tech.
Okay, that doesn't show up in JEI.
I know it doesn't, but I think.
Okay.
But in order to get to all the creative stuff, you do have to get the high level environmental tech stuff. And so you're going to have to build the environmental tech crystal thing, and then you're going to have all these geodes fall in your lap, and you're like, what do I do with them? And then you're like, hopefully you didn't throw them away, because you're going to need them for the end game.
Okay.
And the rate you get them at is actually pretty high, so... Especially if I think it's... a light gray lens. I think that's what I did it as. A light gray lens will give you a higher rate of getting the geodes.
Okay, we'll definitely have to mention that in the quest book, because if it doesn't show up in JEI, they're going to have no idea how.
Yeah, and I don't know, because none of the environmental tech drop rates and stuff like that show up in JEI. So I don't know if it's just something that their mod author is still working on and hasn't.
Is there a JEI plugin for that?
I don't know actually. If there is, then we need to get that, because that'll probably fix it for us.
JEI was updated 1 day ago though.
Yeah. There's a lot of updates that have happened recently. Let's get to the bridge. Oop. Oop. So I want this to be...
Okay, so maybe the update fixes that?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a JEI thing we're waiting on or an environmental tech one. But in the meantime, like, you mention it to them in the quest book, I think is okay.
Dude. Just pull out mining gadgets. What are you doing? Or the building gadget.
What?
You can just copy your island and paste it if you're building them all the same.
No, I'm not building them the same.
Oh, okay.
This, I want it to be the farm.
Where? Oh, okay.
Okay, 6.
Well, it looks like Dyer updated his mining gadgets. Wow. That looks cool.
Okay, one more layer on the side. Oh, and you know, like the last time we were on the server together, we were trying to figure out the logistics laser stuff.
I thought we had figured it out, but
we were close, but we didn't actually get it figured out. We were like, we're gonna have to watch Dyer's playthrough of it and see. The one thing that we were missing were the stupid nodes. Like we didn't have nodes that connected everything together.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. So, what all did you say on Saturday? Yeah, family in town, or?
No, there's my wife is having surgery tomorrow.
Oh,
and so
hope everything's all right.
Yeah, it's something that's been lingering in her health for a while. That they're like, all right, let's just finally get it taken care of. So everything should be okay. It's one of those common enough things that it's
not a huge risk.
Yeah, it's not a huge risk. Like, it still is a risk because it is a surgery still. Like,
well, yeah.
Amy's surgery is a risk. But this is one of those that happens often, and so the doctors are like, yeah, we know how this works.
Well, I hope she's all right.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
It looks like AE was updated 15 hours ago.
Yeah, there's actually one of the bugs that I helped them get fixed. Because they had someone reported a bug that like randomly on the server, this like it just crashes and something is saying that has to do with the AE system. And the developers were like, "Can you get us more information?" And he's like, "I don't know. I'm just the server manager guy, and I don't know." And I saw that because a very similar thing happened when I tried to do something. But I had replicatable, I had reproduction steps that I could provide them. And so using my reproduction steps, they were able to oh, there's the problem, and get it fixed.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Apparently it was when you do a job, because the recipe I had was take 64 nickel ore and smelt them into 64 nickel ingots. And then I put that recipe in an interface that throw him into the energized smelter for mechanism. And then I said, okay, give me 1,000 because I want to see it. And it says 1,000. Well, when you click the 1,000 button, it does plus 1,000. So it actually was 1,001. So in 112, where it used to would just say 1,000 instead of adding 1,000 if you had only one, it apparently adds 1,000. So 1,001. But since it was had to be multiples of 64, it said, "Oh, I'll give you 1,024 of them." I'm like, sure, whatever.
Oh, that seems like an easy fix. That's just adding.
Well, the issue was it would calculate and give them all 1,024. It would send it, but when 1,001, enough to complete the recipe, finished, it would say, okay, here's all the ones you asked for, but it still had more coming through, tied to the crafting job, and so that crashed it because they weren't looking for that and expecting it. So they just had to update hey, when you get more items that are tied to a crafting job, but your crafting job's done, just accept them anyways.
Yeah, because I need that for kind of backdooring AE. Let's say you want to do something, but it has a lower drop chance, or it's a 75%. Instead of doing a 1-to-1, you set it up 3 equals 1. So you always get 1, and maybe you have an extra.
Yeah. So any extras that would come out of that, or it's not that we have sag mills, but that was a good example where it would always double, but there was a chance that would give you an extra something. Those extra somethings would end up causing problems. I guess the pulverizer would do that too. Sometimes it gives you a secondary item or something.
And the mechanism one.
Yeah. I'm what seeds do I put? Let's do wheat. Wheat is ubiquitous. All I'm doing is just making a screenshot.
For
the pack
the
art.
idea I had. Yep. Cool.
Yeah, so the background for the pack
one.
menu, and then on the quest book, I need a little art for the first page as you open it up. And then the Curse Forge thing needs a lights. Glow ball, because these are low profile. That one.
Yeah, one of these days we'll have to play the 7 Days to Die.
Yeah. Yeah, because you got a buy one, get one free, and then gifted me the free one.
It's, it seems pretty cool. I mean, I've watched some playthroughs on it. There is a bunch of modded versions of it, I guess, but,
Yeah, there's a streamer that I'll raid occasionally, TextGov, SF.
Oh yeah. Text company.
So he does a lot of 7 Days to Die.
Yeah.
Can you move a little bit? But he does a lot of modded bundles and whatnot.
Yeah, no, I would do just the vanilla experience first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so that is kind of getting into the fog back there, but I think that's okay. What do we put on the left there? Like an elemental craft or
a UJE system. And then you need a mob farm.
Oh yeah, mob farm. I think that's what I was doing. Because my ME system, if you look, there's actually ME cables underneath these.
Oh, yep.
And so I filled them full of channels, like in a cheaty way. I just put a bunch of interfaces on it. Just so that, like, in the screenshot, it would look like there's, like, cables. Right. And I thought, maybe we could have, like, the center thing here with the thing. But I, like, for the screenshot, I don't know if that matters. Because, like, that's clearly your house. Because that's, like, the starter house.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do we need to have terminals everywhere? Like, maybe. But, like, I could put terminals in the floor at each of the things, but I didn't necessarily want this to be, like, a plausible base, but, like, one that you could see that, like, oh, yeah, it's got a bunch of fun things to do kind of thing.
Oh, by the way, you should put in MC to Discord. That way your Discord could display on your chat. I'm kidding. Unless you want to.
I mean, I could. And then we'll do over here as well. You straight off here.
Oh no, I'm just happy I'm done with all my classes.
Yeah. Now, are you doing anything over the summer with school, or is it a break for you?
I'm gonna take a break because my GI Bill ran out. So now I have, Texas has something called the Hazelwood Act, which I can go to school for free still. Mm-hmm. But in order for that to, like, using my GI Bill, I get BAH, which is basic housing allowance. So, like, I'll get, whatever the amount is for my area every month, and then they'll give me money for books and stuff like that, and then actually pay for the schooling. The GI Bill doesn't give you, or the Hazelwood Act doesn't give you that. They just pay for the schooling. And yeah, it'd be easier just to do that at this semester, because I gotta do a bunch of paperwork for that. But I think I only got like maybe 3-4 more semesters, something like that. I don't even know. I'll figure it out.
Really? Oh wait.
What?
I'm like, how come my wand's not working, but it has the, like, I scrolled
yeah.
accidentally to it's one of its restriction things. All right, dark room mob farm. We need glass.
Oh, no. Use the grass from mob.
Well, I know, but
running
like,
utils. They even have the glass too.
right? But it's gonna be in dark glass, off in the corner of the thing. So.
Oh, well, mob grinding utils, I guess, adds their own glass now. I wonder if it has connected textures. Is that Pickle Tweaks glass?
Yeah.
The same as...
So the Pickle Tweaks is the dark glass. It's not wither resistant, but it's super cheap. It's just black dye and regular glass.
Okay, and what about the other one?
The tinted glass you need coal, but it's witherproof as well.
Oh, dude, we need to change that recipe just slightly, just slightly. But I mean, not too hard. Just slight.
Yeah, because if you look at Wither, there's the Mystical Agriculture one, which isn't really that bad. You do have to get the Wither Essence in order to make them, but there's...
I wonder if there's a config file to make it non-witherproof.
Oh no, the tempered glass from Cyclic is the cheapest witherproof other than the tinted glass, and it's just obsidian and black stained glass. It's really not bad.
Well, how about we just change the coal out for obsidian?
Yeah.
That way they're similar. And we'll leave the tempered glass the same, and then just swap out the 4 pieces for the obsidian. Yeah.
Oh, come on. Where's my pickaxe? I was debating a tweak on recipes to make it harder. So the furnace, and this was like came to my mind as I was watching. Oh, Davquist is here. At least he was 3 minutes ago. So I was watching some Project Ozone stuff, and like they have the compressed cobble to make the furnaces, and it makes the recipes harder. Yep. I'm like, we could do something like that, or we could like use the recipes that use a furnace. So if we look at the uses of a furnace, like we could change these to be, instead of just a regular furnace, to be like a diamond furnace or a crystal or netherite furnace or something like that.
Why not do both?
Yeah,
we'll change those to diamonds, and then change the furnace recipe to compressed. And how about 3 on the top compressed, 3 on the bottom compressed, hole in the middle, and then double compressed on left and right? Or is that too much?
It might be too much for the double compressed, because like you do end up using a lot of furnaces. Like looking at this, like the latex processing unit, I can say, okay, swap that out for like an iron furnace or whatever. The pedestal upgrade, maybe do something similar like that. I guess those are the furnaces. The stonework factory, okay, maybe that's a netherite furnace. The kiln, I might be okay with a regular like iron furnace or something. And then there's these like the industrial foregoing generators.
That could be like iron and gold.
Yeah, we could have them at the higher level ones. Let's see. That is like a generator, like an electric generator. I'm like, that can go up. Oh, and the recipe for the iron furnace, like change those to plates instead of ingots.
Yep.
On all of these.
I think I have the recipe.
Even the diamond one, we can make them be diamond plates. But then, like, the thing that I wanted is this one, because the induction smelter, you need a pair of these to make the metallurgic infuser, because I swapped the furnaces there for that. Like, these could be, instead of a blast furnace here, we could have it be like the rainbow furnace. And so, like, every time you want to make one of those metallurgic infusers, you end up having to make 2 rainbow furnaces.
Okay, I got the recipe for the regular furnace, though.
Okay.
4 compressed cobble in the 4 corners.
Mm-hmm.
Regular cobble in the cardinal directions with the piece of coal in the middle.
Alright, so cobble. So regular compressed in the 4 corners.
Yep.
Boop, 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 boop. And then regular on the sides?
In the cardinal directions.
And then the coal in the middle.
Yep.
Is it strictly a coal or the Minecraft coals tag?
The tag. Or what do you think?
Because the coals tag would get us charcoal, and also the what's it thing from the Undergarden would count as well.
But is mystical agriculture tagged as coal?
What do you mean?
Like, let's say you had it auto-crafted, and you had the use not exact.
Like these coals, they're not tagged as coal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I think that's a good recipe. What do you think?
Yeah.
Or we could leave that hole in there and just replace the bottom cobble with that piece of coal.
Yeah, or we could take a page from Davquist's book and make it a torch.
Or just put a stick down the bottom.
Oh, a stick in as the bottom one.
That would make it so annoying to craft manually that it's almost annoying enough to make you mad, but not, because it's so easy.
Yeah. But like, I like having the compressed, and I would have all 8 of them compressed.
How about 7 compressed with the stick down in bottom?
I mean, that's probably okay. That's a stack of cobble is all.
Yeah, 8 would be 1 full stack.
Well, 7 is 63.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, I think 7 with the stick down the bottom, leaving the coal in the middle. Or we could do a stone slab down the bottom, cobblestone slab.
Just like this.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, and then for the iron furnace, you would have like the regular furnace
With plates instead of just iron.
Yeah.
And same thing all the way up. I mean, the diamond still keep the glass in there, but diamond plates because we have the...
Yeah, we've got diamond plates. Yeah, I know that a 7 compressed and 1 normal is exactly a stack, but this is like a half of a block shy of a stack, which I kind of find humorous as well.
Which makes it... It's not hard to craft. It just makes it annoying because now you have to have slabs and coal and compressed cobble. It's kind of a D move, but it's funny, but not too annoying.
Yeah. Oh, there's also the armor plus I put in, but there's no quest for there's no armor crafting quests at all. But I like having the different armors. But forcing you to go through them all, I'm not sure.
No, do we want armor progressive? To make diamond, should you make iron, gold, all that?
If we're gonna have the armor crafting be progressive, then you kind of want to have a quest to make the top layer one. And I'm like, okay, so which one do you put as the top layer? And there's no Avaridia, so there's no this is obviously the best armor in the game kind of thing.
Well, that's simple. We'll just test Supremium versus the ultimate armor in Armor Plus. That's the third row up, far left. It's not anymore though. There's no ultimate armor. There is the ultimate pieces. Okay.
But they don't. Let's see. You use them to make the Slayer versions, and then you upgrade the Slayer version to get these ones. And those are fine. But it's an annoying set to have because of the slow fall. The flight is nice, the wither immunity is nice, the fire resistance and the water breathing is cool, but the slow falling is just why?
How about this? We have 2 separate armor tiers, right? So you have the mystical agriculture inside of that quest line or whatever, and then that includes that armor, and then we have the armor so it uses, leather to chainmail to iron to gold to diamond, and if we want to do netherite, we can do netherite, and then that goes into mystical tier 1, but the diamond also goes into the armor plus tier 1, right? And then we kind of split
plus tier 1 is stupid. It's not.
No, I know. We split it off because then armor plus goes into the or however we separate that, but armor plus goes into mechanism suit of power. So we use that, what you have up on your screen right now, to make the mechanism suit. And then we leave mystical agriculture as its own separate armor progressive tier.
Yeah. And the
Wither immunity, that's nice.
so I do want you to. Okay, so the creative motor. Let me get the cheat mode off. You do need the upgrades for the mecha suit in order to craft it. Other than that, it's like things you could get early game. So
right, which requires the antimatter.
No, these don't. The upgrades don't. It just you need the polonium is all.
Oh, okay. So, well, that's still late game.
So yeah, it's still late game, but it's easier than antimatter. In order to use this in the recipe, you do need the antimatter. You need the top tier solar, the cells as well, and a bunch of other like end game or like higher level stuff. And that gets you this, and then you need the DT fuel in order to upgrade those. That's just a different thing. And then these. You need some more polonium as well as that. And so upgrading this isn't a chore. The biggest part of this is you need 8 of these.
Right, but you're gonna have you have to automate mechanism power, even if you're
done. But then here's the annoying part. Here, you use 4 of these to upgrade the empty one to the full one.
And then you use that one to make...
has got its own plethora of craziness there.
But then you use that one to make the...
Right, and you need you need a full creative element containers from Elemental Craft, each of the 4 different elements. And the blocks of nitro is almost like, okay, yeah, whatever, at this point. Yeah, and so that will give you these, and then from that you can make the creative ending upgrade. Now, there's the creative mana battery. I added the different crystal clusters from Blood Magic. I added ethereal slates from Blood Magic, but the creative essence, this is probably the trickiest. And we do need to be careful with this, because getting the creative essence needs the Forgotten Metal. And the Forgotten Metal, you have to kill the Forgotten boss from the Undergarden, and that just drops nuggets. And so we don't want to use a lot of creative essence in our recipes, because then that just means they have to go kill that many more Forgotten bosses.
Well, is it affected by looting?
I don't know, but you can get a spawn egg using the swab and the chicken feed thing.
Well, then my next question is,
can you set up a spawner for it?
Can you throw it in a safari net?
I don't know. That's something to try too. But here's the trick of so you can get an apotheosis spawner set up with these guys, no problem. It's really not that hard. The issue with it is their behavior is if they get stuck in a block, they will break a 3x3 around them, much like the withers do, and that includes the spawner they just spawned from. So you can't guarantee that's I just need one spawner and then I'm good. You're gonna want to get this several spawners ready, several sets of swabs, and then make several setups, and then okay, now I've got this, let me...
Unless you have them drop, let's say you build a 15 by 15 area and you have the spawner in there.
Well, in my testing, so I upgraded the spawner to be spawn 20 at a time and do it fast and all that stuff. And sometimes you'd get the 20 spawn and it would immediately break the spawner. Sometimes 2 or 3 sets would spawn before it would break the spawner. So like you can get a whole bunch of these bosses before a single spawner breaks. But if you plan for it and say, oh, I'm going to set up 5 spawners, I'm all going to say, okay, these are redstone signal kind of things, and you set up the thing and you flip the lever, like 2 sets will spawn and then the spawner will break, and you're like, okay, let's let the mob crusher kill them and get the drops from it. Like you only have to do that maybe 2 or 3 spawners worth of spawns until you have enough forgotten metal in order to get the creative essence you need, because you only need 4 of them. Because once you have the 4, you can get these, which means you can get infinitely many more.
Hey, before I forget, Brandon, 3055, he has a new mod called Custom Starter Gear, for 1.6. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
If you think this might be better.
I also added this recipe. Like it is, like it's just the creative worm for water strainer. It's really not like overpowered, but it is kind of cool. You're like, I can make a creative item after just getting into Botania. So I thought that was fun.
No, and the water strainer is actually.
I like this recipe because it's the Kekamuris and a bunch of cakes. I thought that was fun. But you do need 4 guilty pools, and each of those you need 4 creative mana tablets, and a bunch of like
16
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like you need to make a bunch of these. Like so there's like the Alf Steel, the Gaia Spirits, like all the runes. Like all the different runes, even the mythic botany ones. And so, like, this is one of those creative recipes you can make without other creative stuff, is the creative mana tablet. It's one of the first creatives you can make.
Well, yes and no, because you need the ultimate crafting, and that one...
Right, but you don't need creative items to get it.
No, that's true.
Yeah, you're going to need... and the ultimate ingots is the crystal teen and the blood altar. I did like that.
I saw that actually already. I did like that too.
And then this is, you need the pristine ones, which we talked about already. So it's like, I think the creative recipes I'm happy with. Maybe we could add some more in. Like the creative genera I didn't add in. Like the creative chance pendant. I don't know if that's necessary. These thermal upgrades, the creative upgrades, I thought about. I don't know if I want recipes for them, but I'd be willing to entertain the thought.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Like, because we have mechanism, right? And once you have like the creative tanks and gas tanks, and then the vending, they just kind of make the creative stuff pointless.
You do need the creative compressors. So like, the biggest gate for the end game is going to be antimatter.
Yeah,
because you need.
I have a feeling most mod packs are going to go that way that have mechanism in it.
Yeah, and so like setting up multiple fission reactors that all do the antimatter is going to be like, oh, that's just, I have to do this as soon as I can kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, your goal is to get to antimatter and get that cranking as fast and as efficiently as possible.
Yeah, and then you can do that without touching much of the magic stuff, and then you can go through all the magic mods while that's going if you wanted to, like, min-max your time on the pack or whatever. But there are a few things that, it would make it easier. I was gonna do the where's the egg? Come on.
Oh, there's the Exnaliho Sequentia Tinker's add-on. What does this do?
Uh-oh.
Add support for... Oh, you're gonna die. No.
I'm in creative. These guys can't touch me.
So what does this do then? It doesn't actually say what this does. It just says an add-on for Exnaliho Sequentia that supports Tinker's Construct.
Is that give you the ores, like the cobalt ore and stuff like that?
I'm assuming, yeah. So you need this, yeah. I'll send it to you.
I may, because there was...
Well, we can...
Yeah, I might have it already, but yeah, either way, well, yeah, if I don't have it, I need it.
Although, we can easily add in, you know, like, while washing certain, you know, whatever ore, you can get the nuggets instead of that. But, yeah, like, we can have a way around it if we really want to.
Alright, what do you think is the pack art?
I like... No, be sure to hit F1 first before you hit F2.
I did. I'm in F1 mode right now.
No. Hit F1 again. Show your inventory. I'm kidding.
What, that I'm in creative mode?
Yep. No. Okay, well, hopefully everything goes well for you tomorrow. Or, well, for your wife.
Yeah.
And, you know, I might be on Saturday. I might not. It depends if our friends come here or not.
Yeah, and like I said,
then
there's a decent chance I'll be on Wednesday night.
Okay. I mean, if you are on Wednesday, cool. If not, it's cool too.
You can get... because I wanted to make those recipe tweaks that we discussed with the furnaces. And then we can work on getting that into, like, on the server so that we can, like, start a beta.
How about, we'll plan next Monday, we'll start a new game, non-creative or anything, testing out, just doing a full playthrough.
Okay.
And seeing how, like, where we notice certain things that is bad or good, and kind of go from there.
All right. So I'll start pinging through some of the other streamers and stuff that I'd already talked to. Do we want to let them all have it on Monday as well? Or did we want to go through it first?
I don't know. That's
I'm
up to
fine
you.
with, like, I think that they can do it, like, because if we give it under the guise of, hey, you're going to help us beta test it, so we do want your feedback. Tell us if you think the gating's too harsh. Tell us if you think this particular part's too easy. If, like, okay, the pacing is good until you get to this part, and then you're like, okay, now I have the next step is, like, a bunch of grinding that I don't want to deal with. So, like, that's the kind of feedback that I want from others.
And I agree with that. My only, like, and I agree, like, 60% with you. My only thing is I don't want to give it out if we don't feel like it's too ready either. And I know they're doing beta testing, so it's only going to help in the long run. But it's kind of like, well, shouldn't we try to make it better before we give it out?
Yeah, and, like, I have been playing with it for, like, the last few months. I've been kind of doing a lot of that, like, just, like, okay, if you're in this stage, how easy is it to get to the next one, and how feasible is that, and that sort of thing.
Yeah,
so, I mean, like, I've kind of gone over it in my head a bit, but I haven't actually gone through it in a survival playthrough either. So like I'm not sure if that sort of like the progression of certain
Because
places.
I mean, there could be something in the beginning that we missed that completely breaks the, like, you can't even get past whatever, which would be kind of horrible. But how about, do you want to do like something kind of in the middle where we play it for a few days and we see if we don't encounter anything like game breaking in the first few days?
Well, we've already
Then
done the early game in survival.
yeah, that's true. Oh, sorry. Uh,
So like
yeah.
early game, I think early game we're good. Like the biggest question I have is like the going from mid game to end game, is that going to be like an overwhelming amount of grindiness that makes it not enjoyable?
Yeah, I mean it's, I'll leave this up to you. How about that? If you want some people to beta test it, I'm all cool with it. If you want to wait like a week or so, I'm cool with it. Either way.
Yeah, I like the idea of having other people go through it the same time as we do, because like since I spent so much time working on it, like I know, oh, here's this, the step from this part to that is you have to go through this weird way, and maybe that's not explained well enough, and so it's not intuitive. And so getting someone else to look at it to be more intuitive, and helping it, be more intuitive is something that we need to do. But they're also people are gonna find ways to jump from here to there that we didn't consider. And it's like, do we
Right.
want to allow that, or do we want to adjust, like tweak the recipes that they're doing there in order to, mitigate that a bit?
No, I'm okay with that. Then let's go ahead and give it to them. Who'd you have in mind?
There's a couple. So WTF Gaming did express interest, and then I also talked to BeefQL on his stream one time about it. And then, so those I do have feedback that say, hey, yeah, I would be interested in beta testing it. So I have at least those two. And then there was a couple others that I thought about asking. I know Jester has a spot in his Discord where you can say, hey, here's a pack, I want people to help. And so like I could reach out in that channel. And then there's other people that I have mentioned, or that already know that I have been working on this, that they're like, yeah, I would love to look at it when it's ready. And so like, tell them it's ready. So like the biggest question I have is like, do we want to have it be an open beta or a closed beta? And that's the biggest thing. So like the advantage of the open beta is you get more people able to get on it and play through it and everything like that. But the disadvantage is like people are going to start looking at that as like the finished version, even if you say specifically this is beta. Although like then it's like, but do I want to hold back people playing on it until we feel that it's polished? Because like the Enigmatica packs, they have been developing those for months and months, and there's still things that they're tweaking on it that are like, oh, in order to upgrade from this version to that version, I'm sorry, but you have to create a new world. It's going to break existing worlds, and like that's something I want to try and shy away from. And I think that the mod set and stuff that I have now, if we're going to add something, it's I want it to be something that isn't going to like break
mess
the
with
worlds.
world gen.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that it's what do you call it? It's a skyblock. We probably won't run into a lot of world-breaking issues.
Yeah, but like
because usually it's world gen that breaks it.
But we do have the mining dimension and the lost cities that do have world gen, and those
That's
are
true too.
they're only gated behind getting steel and treated wood. So that's like barely exiting create and getting into immersive before I can go to those other dimensions.
Yeah, I would say closed beta.
Like even if
just
it's
to
just for
people we
like
know.
a month or two of closed time, just so that we can start to get some feedback, and we'll have our own, beta testing time that we can feel more comfortable about.
Yeah, no, I would think closed for sure though. And we could probably ask someone like well, you said Jester in his Discord had it, but I could probably just message him and ask him, and then
yeah, I could directly message him too. Like he knows
yeah,
I've been working on it, and so like what if I just send him a message that says, "Hey, I'm done with my pack. Do you want to look at it?" and send him the zip file or whatever. Like he would probably load it up, and whether he loads it up on stream and does a playthrough or not, like it's going to be up to him. But like he'll probably at least load it up and look at it.
Yeah, and then Tony will probably play it.
Yeah.
Um,
Old Man Shorty knows that I've been working on it, and he says he loves Skyblocks.
Yeah.
He's currently doing the same Project Ozone 2 challenge that Jester is,
I honestly
not Project Ozone
even...
2. He's doing the no EMC Project Ozone 3 Kappa thing.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just like smiling from ear to ear that other people are trying to go through this craziness that I did.
So yeah, dude, I haven't even been on Twitch in like a month or so, 2 months. But yeah, if I ask Tony, he'll do it.
Yeah, and like I've talked to Tony either on his stream or my stream before, and not necessarily about the pack, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's been playing, I think, Apex. He hasn't been playing Minecraft in a long time.
Yeah, but I'm sure he'd at least look through it, whether he streams it or not. Like, I don't know if that's as important, but yeah, he'll at least look at it.
Yeah, no, he'll look at it for sure. Other than that, I don't really know.
Yeah, so on my Discord, I do have that like a beta testing channel in under the exigence. And I do have a role set up for like exigence beta testing, and so that's where I want to put everything. So if I get like the names of people, we could either just forward them the zip file or whatever, or we just give them the invite to that, and then once they come, we can give them that role so that they can download it directly from the Discord.
Yeah,
channel.
I mean, you definitely know more people than I do, and I mean, the more streamers in a way, the better, because they usually play a lot more Minecraft.
Yeah, and like other people's eyes are going to be on their stream, and then those people are like, "Hey, I want to try this too." And if they say, "Oh, it's a closed beta, contact ZpprSprk," they'll be like, "Okay, I'm gonna, like figure out what to do there." And I'll tell them like, "Hey, we're looking for people that are willing, so just forward them the invite link to my Discord or something, and have them say, hey, put a message in there that says, hey, I'm interested in beta testing, and we'll add them the role.
Yeah. I am good with that.
So in a way, it's like a closed beta, but it's semi-open because there's no like real, like, no, you can't kind of thing unless they like come and it's like, I'm going to rip off your idea and repost it as my own. I'm like, okay, no.
I do kind of want to keep it limited to, I don't want to say people we can trust, but people that we know want to try to like repost it. Although I don't think anyone would do that. But then again, there's a lot of stuff I didn't think would happen.
Yeah, well, and then again, like, it could be more of a have we heard of them before? Like, if they're completely unknown to us, then we would research their channel or their YouTube or whatever first. And if we can't gain any information about what kind of a person they are, then we just say no.
Yeah. Like, I'd like to send it to Kaz and see what he thinks.
Oh, yeah, Kaz has popped in the stream. He knows I've been working on it.
Yeah, no, I was here when he came in one time. And then that one dude that popped into when we were playing Animatica 2 Expert, one of the developers for Animatica.
Oh, the Redanosaurus or whatever?
Yeah, has he come back?
He pops around Enigmatica streams. So, like, if we were playing Enigmatica, then he would pop in. But, like, since we haven't been playing Enigmatica, he hasn't popped in. Because, like, that's what he does, is he goes through and, like, says, hey, we're here to help if you have any questions or problems or issues or whatever. So, like, I like that they're doing that. But it is more, like, specific for Enigmatica. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope everything goes well for you tomorrow. For your wife, more specifically.
Yeah.
And we will I'll see maybe Wednesday night. If you're on, cool. If you're not, you're not. Whatever. We'll kinda go from there, and we'll shoot for Monday. Starting a fresh playthrough.
Okay.
Cool. All right, man.
Yeah, well, and then we'll start advertising to people that they can come grab it and have it. It'll be available on Monday in the Discord, and if they want to sign up early and get the role set up and everything before then they'll be able to get it as soon as it goes there, because they'll like ping the whole role or whatever that says, hey, it's ready, come get it, kind of thing when we post it.
Yep. All right, man. Have a good one.
You too. All right, I do need to take the screenshot. I haven't pushed F2 yet. There we go. And so yeah, I'll get this. I'll probably I might have to tweak the size a bit here and there to get it on the different pieces. So if I go west. So for here, I don't know what the size needs to be there, but it could be like a zoomed in version, or like just a like cropped version or something. And then we'll put some text and stuff around it. Then the pack art itself needs some. I need a. Let's see, maybe like a little icon for the Discord. Not Discord. CurseForge. The project on CurseForge. Yeah. So I will be working on getting this screenshot turned into the art over the next couple of days as we're dealing with the family issues and how my wife is handling everything. But other than that, like, Wednesday's stream, whether or not Dr. Morg is available or not, I think that's will be more the time that we'll work on tweaking the recipes, because that's something that can be done on the server. Doesn't have to be, and I will try and get the server set up, at least with the alpha version, so that him and I, if we're going to play together on Wednesday, like he said, that we could load it up and maybe we can show him some more things, I could have swapped over to the other version and got on the server with him, but then I wouldn't have been able to finish this. And yeah, anyways, yeah, so that's the plan for Wednesday. Tomorrow, like I said, it's very likely I'm not going to. There's possibly like a 2% chance I will. So that's, don't count on it kind of thing, but be surprised if I do. So for the most part, it's probably not going to be a stream tomorrow. But other than that, hopefully, yeah, like Dr. Morg said, hopefully everything goes well with my wife tomorrow. And I am going to call it a night. Thank you for coming and stopping by. Those of you that did, whether you're here lurking or we're here chatting, I do appreciate it either way. I will find a stream to send you all to, so stick around if you are live. If you're watching this later on YouTube, you are a winner. Leave a comment in the comment section below and you win a prize. Let's see, where do we want to send you guys? I think I know exactly where. Let me mute so that it doesn't like come up loud and crazy ads. All right, doing some charity streaming. Speaking of Jester earlier, this particular individual is helping out raise money for the Stack Up charity and stuff that Jester is doing on the same server that they have. They're on a PO2 Kappa mode server, and they've kind of split up in different groups, and they're kind of competing against each other in some sort of fashion. So let's do that. So let's go say hi to Wrath of Wall. Yeah, see what she's up to, and hopefully we have some fun over there. But like I said, thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. I love you all. See you later.